Okay, today we're going for barbecue tofu. We have 2 blocks of firm tofu here that was frozen, thawed out, and pressed. So, if you follow my videos, when I'm doing a meat recipe using tofu, I use a block of tofu that has been in the freezer. It has been thawed. It has been pressed. Pressing means to get all the extra liquid out of the tofu. And this is the result of that. It gives a different texture, a more meaty texture than a fresh block of tofu. Okay, so that's what we have here. And what we want to do is get a barbecue rub together. That's what we'll be seasoning the tofu with. Here I have black pepper, salt, celery seed, onion powder, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, and garlic powder. And we'll use that to make a rub. I have a teaspoon, so we're pretty much we'll have a teaspoon of each. Just get a little rub together, because we'll be baking this in some barbecue sauce. So black pepper, pink Himalayan salt, garlic powder, smoked paprika, cayenne pepper, and that's our oven going off. It is heated at 425 degrees. Cayenne, get the onion powder, and celery seed. Now this is a new one for me, so we'll see how that works out, but recipe that I'm following for this barbecue rub said celery seed, and I'm like, you know what? I think I got some celery seed that I grabbed in here, because I am not a fan of celery. So I bought this for the purpose of when the recipe says they want celery in it, like for fresh celery, that I would use this instead. So celery seed, here we go. See what it does for the rub. We'll see what it does for the rub. Alright, so this is our rub. Mix that together. Now we got homemade barbecue rub. Let me taste it. Let me just taste it, cause I gotta see. It's spicy. Taste that cayenne. All right, so let's get these tofus. Tofus. That's how you say it when it's plural. Tofus. We got the tofu. So what we'll do is take this olive oil, drizzle, because we want to get that oil on there to help the seasoning stick. Rub this down. Get that oil in there. We want to season, and we want to pack this season on. we want it to be packed on. We want that thing rubbed down. Now, if I had a smoker, I'd smoke this just like this. That'd be very nice. Get some smoked tofu going on. I'm try to get the sides too. Extra flavor, can't go wrong with that. And we're going to actually sear these before we put them in the oven. So I'm gonna get these tofus right and nice. Okay, I think we got, we just use all this seasoning. We're gonna get all that on there. All right, it's tofu ready. Okay, we'll be grilling or baking some red onions with the tofu, and we just want to quarter these and keep them whole. So the technique I just learned about that is to keep the roots of the onion on there. We want to keep that on, so we just want to shave that as much as possible without cutting it off. So let me see if I can do it. Like so. All right. And then from that point, we'll cut the onion usual, and then I'll cut it in half. And should be able to peel it easy. Once you do that, see, it keeps the onion together, and that's what we're looking for. Normally when you quarter the onion and bake it, then you know it's going to separate with that root. Get it to the root, and then we're going to just quarter them like so. So that holds it together. All right, and that's what we'll be doing for the remaining of the onions. All right, our pan is heated. We're about to get a sear on this tofu. Turn the fan on. We have grapeseed oil. I'm just gonna put some of that in there. Tofu. be going for about 3 minutes on each side. We're not trying to cook them. This is just a sear. This is just a sear on the onions and on the tofu. Looking good for that first one, and we're just gonna put it right back in that same pan. So, the sear. Sear on the onion. In there, grapeseed oil, side cooks faster on the right side. Move the onions over here. All we want is a sear, because we'll be finishing these off in the oven. And you know tofu is a sponge, so it's going to soak up all that flavor. Okay, we have our tofu all seared up, and we'll just be adding some barbecue sauce, and it will bake right in that. So we'll just add barbecue sauce all the way through. Pretty much gonna pour this whole bottle. The barbecue sauce of your choice. I'll be using Mr. Stubbs Sticky Sweet as usual. That's my barbecue sauce of choice. And we are gonna just let that sit for a moment while I prepare and prep the cabbage. Okay, we're going to get our cabbage prepped. I have some leftover Chinese cabbage we'll be preparing with this. And we just have some red, green bell peppers and some red onion that we're going to chop up. the red onion. So I've never cut up a Chinese cabbage before. I don't see it being any different than a regular cabbage that I'm familiar with. So we just gonna get that thing chopped up real nice. And then we gonna get this thing cut up and cooked up. My leftovers from my cabbage roll dish that I cooked, if you saw the video. If not, check it out. This might be easier to cut than the cabbage that I'm familiar with. I don't think you can get easy. It can get easier than this. That's done. Cabbage is cooked. So we're just gonna get this rinsed up, and we're gonna go ahead and throw our tofu in the oven. We have a preheated oven at 425 degrees, and we'll be putting that in for 20 minutes. All right, let's get our tofu in the oven. tofu in the oven. At 425 degrees. Let's set timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
Okay, we're going to get some quinoa on. We have a cup and 2/3 of water boiling. We got a cup of white and red quinoa that has been rinsed and drained. And this will be our grain for this dish. Alright, we're at a boil. Just drop this down to a simmer. Cover and let's set timer for 15 minutes.
Second timer, 15 minutes, starting now.
Alright, let's get ready to get our cabbage ready. Okay, we have our pan heated up. We're about to get this cabbage on. Grapeseed oil. Just go ahead and throw in our peppers and onions that I chopped up. Alright, I think we need to flip our tofu. Like only half of it is getting the barbecue sauce. We need to flip that thing. Gonna flip the tofu. that baste this thing. That was actually our 20 minutes, but I see that half of the tofu don't even have barbecue sauce on it. So we're going to let that go a little bit more so we can get barbecue sauce all up and through that thing. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty bright. That's how we want it. We want that barbecue sauce all up and through that thing. So Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
Second timer, 10 minutes.
All right. Onions and peppers are cooking up. I want to add some, I made some tofu bacon. So I want to add that. And I have some tofu that is like pre-cooked tofu. And it was like brown and it just reminds me of bacon. I just put some smoked paprika, soy sauce, black pepper, smoked paprika. I think I said that already. And it's been sitting in that. And I want to try to add some bacon to this dish. That's what I'm going for. Put a little bit more of that grapeseed oil. Brown up this tofu bacon. Who said you can't have no bacon? Tofu bacon, baby. Cabbage ain't gonna be playing. We ain't playing with that cabbage. We ain't playing with it. Get that tofu bacon all cooked up and doing that. Matter of fact, I'm just add that. What is in? Add that right on in there. Go ahead and add my cabbage. Add some of this cabbage on in there. looking mighty right. That is looking mighty delicious. Alexa, stop. Okay, that's our quinoa. Timer going up. So we're just gonna take that off the heat and let it rest off the heat for 10 minutes. And then we will fluff. And for our cabbage, I think we can go ahead and get some seasonings in that thing now. Let's cook down to the point where we can get some seasoning in there. Get that thing up with some pepper. Black pepper. And since we already used like soy sauce on the tofu, I'm just gonna use soy sauce as my salt for this time around. Or liquid aminos. This is the soy sauce that I use. It has some extra amino acids, some protein. So just gonna put a little bit of that in there. That was probably 2 tablespoons. I should have put all that cabbage in there. I don't know. I saved some. I thought it was going to be too much, but you know cabbage cooks down. But yeah. So it doesn't take cabbage long at all. This is pretty done. I'm going to turn that off. Just like that. How that look? Pretty good? I think so too. That's that Chinese cabbage. So you knew I had to go with soy sauce. It wouldn't be right if I didn't go with soy sauce in the Chinese cabbage. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. It's very good, I must say. Very good. And I think our tofu is ready. All right, our tofu is ready to come out of the oven. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it, and it's looking mighty right. Looking mighty right. Woo! Woo! Oh, that is looking too good. What y'all say? Do you agree? What you say about that tofu? Barbecue? Man, that looks so right. Yeah. It's time to do what? Get that thing plated. But I think I want to cut it. I think I want to cut it up a little bit. Yes, I do. Okay, so I think we need to at least cut this thing on camera, don't we? Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say? Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. All right, so let's see what we're looking like. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? All right, now we ready to get that thing plated. Now we ready to get that thing plated. All right, we got that thing plated. But you know we gotta go in, give you that close up, do that photo shoot, get those pictures in. And this is what that barbecue tofu looking like with that Chinese cabbage, red onions. Oh, this look. I think I did myself. I think I did. This is what it's looking like. Can't wait to taste it. That's what I can't wait to do. Taste it. All right, I think we have this thing from every angle. All right, let's get it. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're going to start with that tofu. Meaty, because it was frozen. When you do that freezing method, you get a more meaty texture tofu. Got the barbecue sauce. I must say that the season is not all the way through, but it's not bland at the same time. Real onion. Oh my gosh, that onion is delicioso. You see how much I have? I'm gonna be making a lot of leftovers. I can see I can make some tofu sandwiches. This is good. This is good. Okay, let's get to this cabbage. You see how that tofu on there? Looking like some bacon. No meat. No meat at all. That's good. Get this cabbage. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. This cabbage is good. I must say it does. It is good, but I can tell the difference in taste from the cabbage that I'm used to. But this cabbage is delicious. That's all I know. Trying to figure out what's the difference, but I don't know. But this is good. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. We got that quinoa back there. Hiding. That cabbage is, ooh, bomb. Can't leave out those good grains. Can't neglect them. They're doing their thing. They're doing their thing. So all together, with all the flavors together, let's get that barbecue tofu on there. Get that on there. Now this piece actually got a real good, got that sear on it with the flavor. It's good. All of it. This was a success.